Right, welcome back. If you looked at our first little introduction video, we'll just show you there how to log into WordPress. So once you've logged into WordPress, this is pretty much what you get. This is quite a fresh install, so it hasn't has many plugins and those sorts of things. Really, the beauty of WordPress, and I mean, I think I go back to the days when I installed my first HTML website using front page. Um, in those days, it was really very difficult to design web pages because everything was so static. And when this thing called Web 2 came around, it really allowed for a much more dynamic experience. So anybody that can basically log into WordPress and I can show you how to create posts, etc., and how to change themes and how to do various things. Can do the most amazing things with WordPress. These things called plugins over here. They're all little software tools which really you can add into WordPress, and you can create all sorts of functionality. You can create membership sites using plugins. You can create things that do geolocation. The sky's the limit. There's literally millions of plugins on the Wordpress.org website. So we'll talk a little bit more about plugins in a later video. But I think for now, we're in the WordPress login panel. What we're going to show you here basically is how to create a post. So when you go in, you'll see this button called Posts. You just go Add New. And there you go. You're creating your first post. So now you'd like to title your post. You can call it whatever you'd like to. I'll call it How to Create a Post. And there you can see I've put in the title of the post. So when the post comes up, that's the title that will show you. I'll show you a few things about setting how titles are displayed. They're called links, permalinks, and those sorts of things, but we'll look at that a little bit later. So you go into this screen over here, just below it, and that's really where the text of the post goes. Now don't be concerned about all of these little buttons at the top here. A lot of people may or may not know how to use HTML code. I think that's something that comes with practice, but you would have seen HTML somewhere along the line, most likely in a web page, or maybe a web page that was broken sometimes shows the HTML code. Now, all you need to do here really is type away. So I'll just type in something. Same as you would use a normal word processor. You can use it like that. We're in the HTML view. There's a visual view as well. So if you click on that, that really is, I suppose they call it WYSIWYG, but in WordPress it doesn't always come out as it looks, but it comes out pretty close. So if I type in there and I put a carriage return in, I can type another line. And if I go back to the HTML button, see it looks slightly different. I can then go in here and I can make the text bold, for example. And there you see it goes bold. There's all different types of things you can do. You can make them italic or scroll through. You can do bullet points, block quotes. You can align text, so if you want to take this and align it in the center, you can do that. Pretty straightforward. This is really to create a link. So if we want to insert a link in here, we'll say, okay, we're going to create a link. Now it asks you for the destination URL. So this is basically any website URL. And how do you do that? You basically go to a website. Let's go to Google. And at the top of the page, you won't be able to see it from this video, but in the entry bar it'll say google.com. You can just select that, right click it, copy it, and then go back to your WordPress and you can put it in here. There you go, and we'll call it Google. So there you go. So you've created a a post, you've typed in a bit of text, you've done a carriage return, and now you've created a link. So this is all what it looks like in the admin panel. Now you want to publish this post. It's pretty straightforward. You click on publish and it'll tell you pretty soon your post is done. Awesome. Now you can go and view the post, so I'll just open this in a new tab and you will see this is the first post that we've done. And that's what it looks like. There's the link, so if I click on that, that will take me to Google, and there's Google. And I go back, and there it is there again. So you can see it's not that difficult. If you've looked at our first video, you'll know how to log in, and if you've looked at this video, you should know now how to create a post. We will show you much more detail in the posts, how to upload media files and pictures, videos, all sorts of things that will bring your website alive.